22.
22.
Well, it's after hours. After hours counts.
Hours
So yeah.
was. Make
So
sure y'all
23.
check out them after hour joints. But this is your boy, Mr. S.B. from Instagram, as well as LXBGalleries from Instagram. We are back with another dope episode of Everybody Has a Mic podcast. You know what I'm saying? Get in the comments, people. Get in the comments. But that being said, I'm happy to be here as always with the peoples, with my fams. You know what I mean? We here to, intrigue some people a little bit with what we bring to the table. So I'm gonna pass it over to my good brother JT Malone.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy JT Malone, aka East Coast Legend. You can follow me on Instagram at freaknasty_ECL. And you know what I'm about. Snatching souls and smashing hoes, baby. What's going on, Mo Money?
All right. Everybody, what's going on? Just a roundaway guy. My name is Mo. DJ a little, train people a little. Yep. DJ Motivate You 1 on Instagram. Motivate You on, I don't even remember. Motivate You 1 or something on, I don't know, TikTok or something like that. It's one of those things, y'all. I'm all messed up. I don't know. So, was it Wednesday? Is it Wednesday?
Yeah,
it was
man.
Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday.
Doubled up this week.
Yeah, we did.
Hard album.
That was not the double up.
Was it not the double up?
That was Harlem World.
No.
It was.
Yes,
It was.
It was Harlem World.
No.
It was. What my song.
World,
What my
see?
song.
That was Harlem World.
But that double
Busta
up
Rhymes
album.
on the hook.
Yes.
Yeah, that was Harlem World. That was the first joint.
I'm hearing myself in somebody else's.
Me.
But yeah, that is me. I'm hearing myself in 3D. But yeah, it was Harlem. Well, no, that was a good album though. Double Up.
Harlem World. Damn,
Harlem
Double Up
World.
was off to. It was Harlem World. Shame
Double
on me.
Up was an underrated
Still a dope
album.
track.
It was underrated because he quit, so nobody really went after it because the promotion wasn't there.
Yeah,
He still went like gold though, I think.
he did. I think he did go gold.
Shout
Yeah.
out to Murder.
He did the one video with Blackstreet. Get ready.
Yeah, get ready. It's a good song.
And make this. All right, JT. It was good.
All right, since we talking hip hop out the gate, we talked who we thought the best groups were in hip hop a couple of weeks back. Actually, no traction because y'all some business. I digress. When we give people the props, y'all don't want to hear it. Who's your favorite posse or clique in hip hop? It could be record label. It could be people who like run together. Like who's your tops? Like, and I'm not gonna, like I said, just rattle them off, just like we did the Queens a couple of weeks ago. Just rattle them off.
Yeah, we could go. There's a bunch of great, posses, cliques, dudes that rock with each other. We said it the other day when we were talking about favorite groups. I mentioned it. The Locks are a solid three dudes that approach. The
Okay,
game.
so let me put it out there. So is there posse Rough Riders or D Block? That's where I'm going.
I mean, their posse is, if I had to, they rock with Rough Riders, you know what I'm saying? Because they saved them from the craziness that,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? They saved them from the craziness
Locks
that
go.
they let the Locks go, which was crazy. But I say D Block. I say, like, although Rough Riders was like them getting away from where they were at to showcase how dope they were, D Block is like them speaking out to each other.
Okay. Name me somebody besides Styles, Jada, and Sheik Luch from D Block, from the posse.
There's only them three. I mean, obviously you had what's my man's name?
You had J Hood,
but they fell out.
Bully, but that's where I'm going. So that's what I'm saying. So do you consider that D Block era when they had J Hood and they had all those dudes? That's your era D Block, or are you just saying the Locks staying down and solid overall for 30 plus years? That's the posse.
Them staying solid for 30 plus years.
Okay.
Just the three of them.
I just wanted to declare.
Yeah, it's just the three of them.
Because there's so many ways you could go. They had some different eras within their clique.
They've been around for a long time.
So they've been around so long.
As the most versatile hip hop group of all time, Wu-Tang Clan, you know what I'm saying? And had the simple fact that they sold music that is encapsulated and will not be presented until a certain time, you know what I'm saying, years from now, and the people from our generation aren't going to ever be able to listen to it because it's not supposed to be listened to until we're like deep into our God knows when. Those dudes will be gone by the time we listen to that joint. But they stole it for millions of dollars. So
Yeah.
that being said, the Wu-Tang is definitely the most versatile hip hop group of all time. So I would say them. Obviously, it was very sad what happened with the Tribe. You know, my favorite group, but they didn't last. Q-Tip and Fife has a little bit
Okay,
problems.
so this is okay. Now this is where I'm going. So do the Tribe fall into native tongues? Because that's really their posse.
It's a bunch of them, right? So that's an interesting thought process.
This is what I'm saying.
You still have
Yes.
De La out making, you know, music, and they were a part of that as well. But
Jungle Brothers, I
you didn't
believe
really
Queen Latifah was down with them.
Yeah, Queen Latifah as well. Jungle
Money
Brothers.
Love, I want to say.
They almost like ushered in the era of backpack.
Yes,
There's
they
a
were.
lot
You
of
could
them
be
were-
who you want to be, and you don't have to be
This is me.
a certain way.
It won't let me get rid of the noise cancellation.
I should have clicked it too. I think mine is doing it too.
It won't let me do it. It's like
Once
gone.
you start recording, you can't change it.
Shame on us.
Well,
But anyway,
rookie moves.
still out here.
Well, so yeah, so I feel all of those. I'm trying to go deep because you could say, like you said, the ones you named are solid. I'm not arguing with you. I'm just thinking of how deep some of these crews get.
I mean, the Dungeon family's crazy too.
That's what I was gonna say. You got the Dungeon family. That's Outkast. That's Goodie Mob. Who else was Dungeon family?
Outkast, Goodie Mob.
Killer Mike was technically the Dungeon family.
He's a part of it. Yep.
Slim Cutter Calhoun made one of my favorite songs of all time. All right. Every few years I dust it off. You know the songs.
You sent me that the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, it's just how I feel sometimes.
But so yes, you got them, which, you know, this echoes. Wow, come on, my money. You got them, but you also got obviously Outkast, which branched off, which was,
yes,
you know, it reminds me of, like, I brought up New Edition, right? So I always argue, and people always hate, and that's fine. Do whatever you like. I say that New Edition
Whose
is
phone is vibrating?
More money. I say that New Edition, to me personally, as far as the single success that they had between each one of the members of the group, I say that they're the most versatile R&B group of all time because each one of them were successful outside of being with the others. BBD, Ralph Tresvant, Johnny Gill, and then you obviously got Bobby B, right? So I feel like they are the most versatile of the R&B groups because of their success outside of the R&B group, not to mention that, you know, while performing, they were also a solid R&B group.
Okay, back to hip hop. You off topic.
I was about to say,
I was
who?
talking about.
I was about to say, who?
Hey, I was talking about their versatility. So now I'm going to bring it back to.
So now my question becomes, and I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. I'm trying to steer this one here. Does Gnarls Barkley count as a part of Dungeon family? That was CeeLo Green.
Yes.
Who was part of Goodie Mob. Goodie Mob is from the Dungeon family.
Absolutely.
He branched off. He did his solo thing, and then he branched off. He had Gnarls Barkley, which that first album was so classic.
Thank you for saying
classic.
Thank you for saying that.
Saint Elsewhere has not gotten its props.
Talking about that soul food. Yo.
Yeah.
That shit, yo. Yes, Gnarls Barkley. Yeah, unfortunately, they had issues, so they had to separate too, right? But that brings it back to me saying, as far as success in their group, yo, he went off and he did his thing, but he started in that family. You know what I'm saying? In the Dungeon family. So yeah, he's a part of that. Absolutely.
You know who else is part of that? Future.
Yeah, it was Future. Yeah.
Future is the cousin to, I think, their producer.
Really?
And he was a kid in the studio when they made some of their biggest hits.
Wow, okay. I didn't know that.
So their family is deep in the hip hop game at this point.
Hey, I mean,
so they shout out to the Dungeon family.
Yeah, for real.
The Witch Doctor's down with the Dungeon family. I remember the Witch Doctor. Shout out to IMC.
What is that?
Witch Doctor. Okay, so you remember watching Adult Swim late nights in the early 2000s? And it would be this black dude would come on and be like, "It's the Witch Doctor," and he'd be acting all weird and stuff. He'd like, "Get my new album." He'd be acting crazy.
Yeah.
And he'd spit a little bit. He had like 2-3 minute commercials, and we'd be like, "Who the fuck is this nigga?" Like, cause he'd just come on randomly, and it would go back to like Aqua Teen Hunger Force, and be like, "What the fuck was that?" That's the
Being
witch
hungry
doctor.
for us. All right. But Dungeon Family, Wu-Tang, Native Tongues, Locks. Who else is there?
You got one that people forget about. Got Camp Clik.
Camp Clik.
Come
I
on
was
now. You
thinking
got
about them.
Helter Skelter,
Helter
Yeah.
Skelter,
Original
Black
Gun
Moon.
Clappers, Black
Yep.
Moon,
Yep. You also
Buckshot
had
Shorty with Sean
Buckshot
P.
Shorty.
You know, they was all groups and everything like that. I said
Smith and
OGC,
Wesson.
Smith and Wesson.
Yeah, Smith and Wesson.
That was that. Rusty Jux.
Rusty Jux.
Yes, Rusty motherfucking Jux, my guy.
I haven't
Like,
thought of that.
That is a deep family as well.
Yeah. And they
all from Brooklyn,
nice
New York.
too. All from Brooklyn. All representing Brooklyn. You know what the crazy part about that is? I know people from Brooklyn that wouldn't even show the love to that group.
What do
Not
you
in the
expect?
slightest bit.
What do you expect?
You know who you are, Dollar.
They don't know the history. They don't know.
I mean, Brooklyn. I ain't surprised. Anyway.
Yeah, dog. But
I'm saying they live in their own ecosphere, dog. They think everything far from them. No, they're far.
They are far.
They far. They far in New York. They don't even get out of Brooklyn. So I don't even want to talk to them yet. Guys, I just hear sometimes Brooklyn. I can tell I'm talking to a Brooklyn dude. I'm like,
they live in their lane. They definitely live in their lane. I don't know, man. That's an interesting question and a dope topic. All right. So my question to that question is, who's the most influential out of all of them?
Out of the ones we just named only.
Out of the ones we just named only.
Because I was gonna throw, the NWA family tree. I mean, I guess that's not. Well, yeah, they had a deep posse
they
they was NWA.
They did, yeah.
As well.
That's what I thought y'all were gonna say.
Because they had DOC. I guess Michelle, I don't think she count because she was a singer. But they had a deep group. Bone Thugs came from that family tree. Eminem, 50 Cent, D12. Which then you can say, Royce the 5'9" came from that family tree technically too.
Royce the 5'9" is
that's my guy.
Absolutely disgusting.
That's my guy.
Royce the 5'9" is absolutely. You know what?
I think he's better than Eminem. I said it. I think Royce the 5'9" is better than Eminem. To me, he raps about things that make more sense and more relatable to my life. He can do the same flow patterns. Some people will say they're not as clean. Depends on the song. But he rips it and he doesn't get respect because he was Eminem's man.
Yo, Royce the 5'9" is an absolute lyrical genius. And he doesn't get the true respect that he deserves. He's one of those guys. And do I think that he can rap better than M?
I'm not saying he makes better hits.
And I'm not saying that either. I'm just thinking about like lyrically, like technically lyrically, I don't think so. But I think for stuff that I can relate to, absolutely.
Well, go back to 2011 and revisit the Bad Meets Evil CD, which I was waiting for since 2001. So I had to wait 10 years to get it because they had a falling out and then they got back together. Go listen to the Bad Meets Evil CD, Royce the 5'9", Eminem, and tell me who you think had the better verses.
I will do so.
Because I personally thought Royce the 5'9" had the better verses. And I had these conversations in bars up and down the East Coast, people, back in 2011. So I'm not arguing with you in 2026 about this. I'm sticking to my motherfucking guns. And that man outspit him on that album. You may say overall, Eminem may have had better verses and things of that nature. But at the end of the day, to me, my opinion, if I was starting a Detroit starting five, my sleeper would be Royce the 5'9", just because people would be like, oh, you didn't pick Eminem first. You didn't pick Eminem first. You're bugging. I think bar for bar, you catch Royce on the right day, he's got him.
Royce is definitely nice.
That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. So,
I mean, I think Big Sean is nice. You know what I'm saying? I like Big Sean. I like his flow.
Big Sean comes out of the Rockefeller family.
He does. That's another family that we didn't mention.
Yep. Because if you go from Big Sean, it goes Kanye West, which then gets you into good music, which is a whole. You Pusha T's a part of that.
But they didn't. You gotta when it comes to what we're talking about, you gotta bond, bro. They didn't have
Can't say they didn't have a bond because they had some fire tracks. They had about a 6-year run where
Some
they was
fire
bonded.
tracks. But look at it, Leon. Like,
I mean, a lot of groups break up.
you right.
NWA broke up. It doesn't take away from their impact on what they brought to hip hop. EPMD, the Hit Squad. Oh my God, the Hit Squad. Who else did they have? Def Squad.
Def Squad.
That's a whole
I was gonna
movement
go
where
with
you
Def
get
Squad.
Redman
Yeah.
and Keith Murray
Yeah.
and Das Effect
Oh man.
and K-Solo.
That's a fact.
Das Effects.
You know, like you get a lot of layers from these groups. And again, like we didn't even finish the rock. You know, we didn't even get to from good music, Kanye West going to Jay-Z and Memphis Bleak and
Again,
the Young Guns and Beanie
shout out to Dame Dash for real.
Dame Dash.
Because he's the one
Man,
that
we
believed
talked
in
about that.
Kanye. We wouldn't have got Kanye if it wasn't for Dame.
Yes.
Go back and listen to us having a conversation about the admiration we have for Dame. And you know what's crazy? It's a lot of people that got a lot of pain on their face right now because Dame moved the way he did. So, you know, that's crazy. But, you know, it is what it is. I saw a joint earlier today where he was like, you see me, I'm happy. There's a lot of people with their names on that list that I talked to and knew. And I don't even, you know, and it's just fire. So yes, Dame Dash. Dame Dash. It was fun.
Yes. And then that brings in, you go Dame Dash, you go Rockefeller. Now then I got this question. Dipset was on Rockefeller.
He was on Rockefeller, yeah.
So
those
Dipset
are Harlem
falls
dudes.
under Rockefeller?
Yeah, those are Harlem dudes.
Or is Dipset fall underneath just being Dipset?
No, Rockefeller.
Started with, you know what?
It starts
but you
with
could
Dame.
take Cam. You could take Cam out of it, though. You know what I'm saying?
Cam started Dipset before he was on Rockefeller.
True.
He started Dipset before he was on Rockefeller, but he also was.
He was Cam before he was on Rockefeller.
Before
he
Jim
already
Jones
had
showed
gold
up.
albums.
Yeah, he was a single movement in the
beforehand.
Beforehand, he just got a click together.
But it was Harlem where it was him, Mace. Like they were.
Yeah,
that's Harlem.
But that's digging in the crates.
That's Harlem.
That's digging in the crates.
Yeah, that's
Big
L.
Big L. Children of the Corner.
Yeah. I mean, like
McGruff. Shout out to McGruff.
Children of the Corn.
Yeah, Harlem. That's Harlem.
It's a bunch of dudes out there that you know who else was rapping with them? MC that you don't really care for. Fat Joe. He was rapping with he was rapping with them too.
Fat Joe hurt my soul, man.
Why?
You know why? I told you last year. Why? I rocked with Fat Joe. We used to go to the city. I was like, you heard that new Fat Joe?
All the time. That's crazy that you just said that. Because as soon as it brought me back to like, no, man, I ain't listened to that. Yo, you be sleeping on Fat Joe. Joe. Yeah, you was there.
For real. Fat Joe has some stuff. Look, you had to listen. If you listen to it, you'd be like, yo.
This dude. You know how many people was like, yeah, I don't listen to Fat Joe. I was like, you ain't heard this one? What was that one? The Dark Side series?
So often you did that, man.
So then we got Terror Squad.
Yes.
That brings it, DCI, Digging in the Crates, brings you to Terror Squad as well.
Terror Squad.
Big Pun, Cuban Links, Triple Sace. Yep. Even though, again, that's another group that broke up as well, but they had a tremendous impact on hip-hop because they was the only Spanish crew that was getting it in that wasn't. And I'm going to have to make this very clear because, yes, my name is East Coast Legend, but I understand that there were pockets of Latinos rapping. From New York, besides the Beatnuts, Tony Toca, you had the Terror Squad. Because in Texas, you had, what was my man's name, who went to jail for life? South Park Mexican. You don't remember South Park Mexican?
No.
I remember.
You know South Park Mexican? I remember. Yo, he has some shit, bro.
I haven't heard that name in years.
Here's the thing. We weren't feeling it because it literally was like Latino hip-hop type of shit. So the shit you see, it wasn't reggaeton because he was rapping in English, but it had the salsa bachata vibe to his music. So it had that, I don't even know what you call it.
Never heard of that, dude.
It had the Rasa style. It was, yes.
I got that.
And so he was like that. I think he was out of Houston. He was going platinum in Texas, bro, alone. Back in the day. And then he got caught up in some underage girl she told him she was a certain age and she was 14 or something like that. Now I may be butchering this story. South Park Mexican fans, don't get mad at me. I'm going off of memory here. I didn't do no research. He just came up in my head, and I just want to show y'all I know there's more Latinos in hip hop than just the Terror Squad. But he got caught up in some shit, and he gave this man like 99 years or something. And his fans are split down the middle.
Yeah, they want, yeah.
Where some of his fans are like, nah, he's a genius. He didn't do that shit. The girl was in the wrong. And you got other people who's like, nah, he's a scumbag. He deserved everything he gets.
99 years?
He got something like 99 years or something crazy like that.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And then in California, you had Kid Frost, which I don't remember what his group, his clique was called. He might have just been on his own because he was early in the game. But everybody had cliques back in the day. I just don't remember because Kid Frost was out when I was, 8, 9, 10 years old. And again, he wasn't my favorite. But I remember This Is for La Raza. That track was everywhere. He had the song Back to the Hotel. That was, again, it was had more of a Spanish vibe to it. But I remember all these cats from back in the day. So,
I mean, even G Unit. You know what I'm saying?
G Unit come from the NWA tree.
Yeah, because of Dre. Yeah. So there's a bunch of, it's like, all right, so like I said a second ago, who is
the most influential?
The most influential, family tree of hip hop.
It's NWA.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hands down.
Yeah, it's NWA.
Close second to me would be Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang is second.
I'm going to say the Wu. I'm going Wu over NWA. Not saying that NWA, what they did wasn't magnified.
It's like 1A, 1B.
Wu-Tang got people in Japan going crazy.
I understand that. I understand that. But I think with the police and the times in LA, the riot, NWA, man. I like Wu-Tang. What kind of controversy did they, I mean,
Old Dirty had controversy.
Yeah, plenty of controversy with him. But, you know what I'm saying?
Covers.
Yeah, and not to mention, Old Dirty ended up sliding into the Rockefeller groups.
Yeah, he did. Old Dirty was everywhere.
Dirt McGirt.
Yeah. And Method. And Method was all over.
Method Man too. Redman too slid over into Redman slid over into Wu-Tang. He's the honorary, I think, 10th member.
Yeah, because that was their
11th member.
That was their contracts. Somebody was talking about that. Their contracts were like that. They were allowed to
sign anywhere.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It was special time.
One contract for all of them.
Paul. Yeah.
But each one of them were able to get their own contracts elsewhere.
Separate artists.
Yeah, as separate artists.
So you could only sign Wu-Tang. Everybody wasn't signed to the label.
Absolutely. Here
we
go.
South Park Mexican?
No.
Kid Frost.
This is going to be Kid Frost. Play that.
I'm getting tired of dudes just getting over on the raza.
Yeah. This is for the raza.
I got a crazy story about La Raza radio station too.
Yeah. This is for the raza.
I don't know where I was at, but I don't remember this at all.
This was like 92, 93, and it's got to hit the saxophone on you.
Yeah.
Eventually. Here we go. Maybe not.
Let's listen to this dude rap. Like, all right, give me what you got, Mr. Kid Frost.
I guess this is the extended version. I don't remember.
It is. Yeah, me either, though.
Yo soy jefe, patrón, it's the big boss. My cuerpo's loaded, it's full of balas. I put it in your face and you won't say nada. Vatos cholos, you call us what you will. You say we are assassins and children to kill. It's in my blood to be an Aztec warrior. Go to any extreme and hold no barriers. Chicano, and I'm brown and proud. Want this chingazo, Simona, so let's get down. Right now, in the dirt. What's the matter? You afraid you're gonna get hurt? I'm with my homeboys, my ties, my camaradas. Keeping back on me, ganga, y pa' mi no diga nada. Yo soy chingones, like a Capone.
Just want to get to the point. I just want y'all to get.
For that at all. Yeah. I don't know what music video shows y'all was watching, but that never came on my channel.
This was on MTV.
It was on MTV.
And BET.
Yeah, it was on MTV.
Yeah, and BET.
Yeah.
Hit him with the South Park Mexican.
Yeah, that's what I was going to.
Hit it with the South Park Mexican.
Let me see this one.
I was listening a few years ago. I went down a rabbit hole. I started listening to a little South Park Mexican, and I instantly thought of Dave Salinas. Shout out to Dave Salinas, the boxer,
Yeah.
one of the greatest
It's
boxers
true.
in Connecticut history, in the Hall of Fame, I think twice in Connecticut Boxing Hall of Fame as a boxer and a referee.
Yep.
Really?
And maybe even a trainer. It might be 3 times. He's nice with it.
Yeah.
Nice with it. Again, people, this is the cloth we cut from. Greatness. Every time we bring up one of our homeboys, they got some accolades behind their name. I don't think y'all understand that yet.
Every single time.
Every single time.
It's not never a time where it wasn't.
Okay, there you go. Yeah.
Here
I
we
wanted
go.
to get the actual video. They had the Oh no,
this
no.
Which one is this?
I did myself on this one. Okay, hold on. Straight, that's messed up, but it is what it is because we just talked about his backstory.
Yeah, South Park Mexican.
If I could, I would fly away.
Another one. Wait, is she in jail right now?
1, 2, buckle that fool. He's with me if he's with you. He'll put to my bones, to my chromosomes. Got 244, so I'm not home alone. Push a pencil like a stone on a Saturday night. I choke up on my toe like I'm grabbing the mic. They bought me a used dirt bike. A year later, it was used to surf white. Get a bird on top of us. Officers mad cause my closet full of guns and narcos. Rocking up duckies for fiends and junkies. Got more cheese than Chucky's and get my from uglies. It's all lovely. Just by the pit bull puppy that's guaranteed to make me full of money. Man, I just couldn't study in school. I was nervous, so I left. I can't even write in cursive. What do you see? Gangsters everywhere.
Nah, the tramp stamp of your city on your back is crazy.
They
That
be
was
rocking their areas, bro.
crazy.
They be really rocking their areas.
No, I said the tramp stamp. It ain't even
I
about
know.
it saying Houston. Like, you really into some gang going back and forth to jail. You got a tramp stamp. No,
You seen that?
That's
I know there's
nasty
a
work.
bunch of dudes out here that wish they didn't go do that dumb shit. But
Nasty work. But yeah, South Park Mexican, bro. Like, he was out here. And I think that video was made while he was in jail because he dropped albums while he was in prison.
Shouts out to him.
Yeah, man. He has a
still
bunch of
hustle.
albums. They don't talk about him because of what he went to jail for.
99 years?
99
Something like
years.
that.
Damn. That is crazy.
They did it. Supposedly they did it to him because of his past criminal background. And then also he felt it was because who he was and what he had accomplished in his life. And that the police was out to get him, which is probably a combination of the both. They was looking for something to catch him on and they caught him on something like that, which, I'm not defending any way, people. Please, disclaimer, because y'all people take things we say the wrong way. No, I'm just saying, like,
With it.
you selling drugs, you get caught for child endangerment or whatever he got caught with. 99 years. I mean, pedophilia deserves to be locked away, but you see the difference in a black or brown pedophile than a vanilla one. Because he got 99 years. These other cats be out here in 2 days. Vanilla ones.
I mean, they still be, running the country. But anyway, play play that.
Why are black boys in music always treated like grown men? Look at early R&B and hip hop and even the music today. Lil Bow Wow was a great example. Look at he is a child, yet the song is about romantic pursuit instead of childhood and even features grown women wanting to take him home.
Hard track.
Usher, barely a teenager and Call Me a Mac, states that he's younger but already a man.
Tough track.
Chris Brown was still a teenager when Gimme That dropped, and it focused
Hard
on
track.
him being a young man trying to
Hard track.
pursue an older woman or girl for you know what.
This is when people start saying MJ comparisons got heavy.
That this mirrors real life. Studies have shown that Black boys are seen as more mature, less innocent, and older. This bias is called adultification. So when society views Black boys as men and music treats them that way as well, their childhood gets erased. And before anyone gets on me in the comments, this is not me blaming the artist. This is about me questioning a society and culture that never lets Black boys just be boys.
Solid.
It's 100% true.
Solid
100%
statement.
true.
So, fellas, the question is, what do you think about this? In general,
That, day-to-day life.
that Black...
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Look what we're going through now. This fucking epidemic of all these older women having sex with these young boys. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it makes perfect sense. I mean,
They fucking Black boys?
all types.
I'm saying.
But we're saying
specifically talking about Black boys.
No, Black boys, I mean, being grown up older than they are. So being used
There
for
are women
sexualizing
that champion this young Black man. You know what I mean? He's developing.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And they talk, to him. Oh, you get so big, and blah blah
Yeah,
blah
that's
blah.
true.
And then they start to rub and touch, and hi, you get off me, Miss Parker. And then all of a sudden, she's like, well, let me show you what Miss Parker can do. And now this young dude is out here like, oh shit. But then look at oh man, god damn it. He just passed away. Man.
Who, Malcolm Jamal
D'Angelo.
D'Angelo.
Look at D'Angelo. How
Angie
does
Stone
it
yeah.
feel? You know what I mean?
Angie
He's
Stone
sitting
was
there.
older than him too.
She was way older, not way older, but she was older than him enough to groom him and have,
Steve about to have him in the comments.
hey,
Stone didn't groove that man. I don't
come
know.
on. Yeah, I cannot. You know what?
Say it. Go on.
You cannot say that shit. You can't
How
do
old
it. I
was
don't
she
care what
when she
nobody
got with
tells you.
D'Angelo? How old was Angie Stone when
Don't
she got with
worry.
D'Angelo?
Continue talking. I'll pull it up.
Keep going, Steve. Keep going.
Okay,
Yeah, how old was
I don't
she?
know how old she was, but I know that she was an older Black woman that took in this kid that didn't have a place to live. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it took care of him. You know what I mean? Took care of him and basically raised him, and boom, you got a kid. You know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden, he has a junior, I believe.
I know he has a junior, but I didn't know that's how that story went.
Yes.
Wow.
I didn't know until I seen it too.
Wow.
But yes, she
News. This
was
is breaking
around
news for
him,
me.
and no offense, rest in peace to both of them, by the way.
Yes.
You know
We're
what I
not
mean?
slandering
But
nothing.
you
This
got to
is what
call
happened.
it. You got to call a spade a spade. Like it happened.
We can't
you
do
know?
that.
Look this up,
We
Monty.
can't do that in our community. We can't do that in our
What do you
community.
that up.
mean? There's a bunch of
What you
people.
mean? I thought we could only talk about Black people.
Not women, just the men.
That's okay.
Men are predators. The men are predators. Continue.
Yeah.
Man,
Look
yeah.
at
No
this,
power. No economic power.
It's
No structural power. We're the worst people in the world. Go figure.
know anyone personally, like from my true personal, that as a Black man was used and groomed like that. I don't know anyone personally. You know what I mean? And I'm sure there might be some people that I do know that might have had some experiences that they do not talk about.
I do.
Whatever
know
the case may
plenty.
be. But it happens, bro. I mean, it's fucked up, but it happens just as much. We just put a video up last week about
This works.
women
It's crazy.
traveling to different countries
Yeah.
and
you're
messing
right.
with young Black boys. You know what I'm saying? And people from these different countries. It's
Even with the adultification she was talking about, it goes deeper than just the women, sexualizing young Black men. Shit. The police profile the shit out of you as a young Black man.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to
Profile the
get
shit
to.
out of you. Like, for real, they profile the shit out of you. Remember, I just had said they put us in uniforms in the early 2000s, the white tees and the fucking Air Force Ones and all of that type of shit. They literally would just come fuck with you for no reason. You remember the malls? All of a sudden, it was like you couldn't be more than 4 deep in the mall.
Wow, I forgot about
And
that.
they made that because of young black men. Now I'm not gonna say a lot of motherfuckers wasn't getting into brawls in the malls, but that's what young kids do. I mean, you seen gangs in New York, the motherfuckers was running around knocking each other out.
What's this?
Angie Stone is known for her music and for her controversial relationship with R&B heartthrob D'Angelo. Well, what was so scandalous about their romance that has people still talking about it decades after their breakup? Your favorite flavor of RRG popcorn, and let's find out as we dig into the truth about
Magic.
Angie Stone and D'Angelo's relationship.
$1 billion hands.
That's my guy.
Feeling hungry? Head over to
Man, listen, I don't
rrgsnacks.com.
got
to
time
We
for
getting
this.
ads.
Dusty.
They not advertising with us.
Give us
Angie
some money,
was previously
RRG.
married to Rodney Stone from hip-hop group Funky 4+1. Their daughter, Diamond, was born in 1984. Angie and Rodney's love didn't
Hey,
last,
Diamond.
and they eventually got divorced. Angie moved on. After several years, she eventually met the man of her dreams. It's unclear exactly where Angie Stone and D'Angelo met, but according to her interview with GQ magazine, the year was 1993. D'Angelo was a 19-year-old budding musician and high school dropout, while Angie was 31 and singing with a group called Vertical Hold.
Could end it
Angie
right there.
told GQ that when she met D'Angelo, she knew he would become a superstar, innocence within him that she became protective of. Some might even
Standards.
say she was a mother figure to him. In an interview with Essence magazine, she described D'Angelo as being awkward. He wore glasses, had short hair, and wore his pants, quote, hanging down to his butt. Angie said, "No one saw his beauty but me." It's unclear when they officially began dating, but after becoming an item, things progressed quickly. Annie
Come
was
on,
shoulder
man.
for D'Angelo
Get outta
to
here.
lean on when he doubted himself and his
Done with
talent.
this.
Still, he had to
Yikes.
remind him how beautiful he was. He said she would look at him and tell him one day his lips, his eyes, and everything about him would become famous. D'Angelo contributed to Vertical Hold's 1995 album by co-writing a song with Angie entitled Pray. Vertical Hold broke
don't I
up
remember
shortly
Vertical
after,
Hold?
and Angie briefly joined another group, while D'Angelo focused on kickstarting his career. D'Angelo joined multiple singing groups and even became a winner at the Apollo Theater. As he began crafting the music that would later be featured on his debut album, Angie
I
became
remember him
his
on
muse.
Apollo.
Although he didn't write any songs specifically for her, Angie said their love, her presence, and her spirit all flowed into his music. They were so in tune with each other that they actually started to act a lot alike. They also picked up on each other's musical habits. During an interview with Fox Soul, Angie said she was always a, quote, really tiny girl. Unfortunately, after battling chronic high blood pressure and sarcoidosis, an inflammatory disease that impacts the organs, she was placed on steroids, and the
Listen.
Sarcoidosis, the silent killer of black people.
Look.
We don't talk about it enough.
Look, okay, I'm gonna get out of that. Pretty much, we got to the D'Angelo's 19.
And she was
She
31.
was 31. So, in our community, do we speak on grooming from the lady's perspective? Because they say they're adult males whenever that comes to the case for them.
I dated an 18-year-old, or I was 18, excuse me, and I dated a 27-year-old.
I mean, it's
I
a
don't know if that
fine
was
line,
grooming.
right? It's a very fine line. But you have to understand that as a 31-year-old woman that has a child that's probably around the same age as, D'Angelo was, or maybe a little younger, but
Little
still
younger,
has a
but still.
child, you could talk to a teenager or a younger person a certain way. You can, because they look at you as you're older than them. So
Yes, and you know something
you
that
know
they
something.
don't know.
So you know what? I'm not hating on the love that they had for one another, but what I can say is that it happened, and it's proof is in the pudding. She did what she did, and unfortunately, not unfortunately, but what a lot of these older people, whether it be man or woman, do to these younger, you know, victims is they use their experience to captivate them. You know what I'm saying? They never experienced anything like that before. So whatever it is that they're doing to these younger kids or it's their experience that captivates them and pulls them in. You know what I'm saying? She probably was doing some stuff to that dude that he never. And he what? 19, she 31, married with, and then boom, and he's like, oh, you know what I mean? So you never know.
Yeah, so she lived her whole life. Yeah.
Man, she had a whole life.
And she was in a rap group before that too. She was heavy in the early hip hop.
Yes, she was. Yes, she was.
So she was out here for a minute.
Yeah.
Since she was a teenager. Like she used to run with I want to say like Shy Rock or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. That's why I'm shocked.
Yeah, she was, because Funky 4+1 was Shy Rock. So yes, that was like her homegirl or whatever. She used to rap.
Yeah, she was a rapper first. Yes.
Yeah, so I mean, they sexualize us, they criminalize us, they make us mature. You literally have to talk to little black boys and tell them at a certain age, yo man, you got some hair on your nuts, some hair on under your arms, bro. Everybody think you a goddamn man now. Your voice got a little deeper. But I'm only 13. I still want to do, and Damon, I still want to play Fortnite. I still play with Pokemon cards. You know, when we was younger, motherfuckers still was playing with action figures.
Yeah.
That's not how society saw us. My favorite thing to do when I was 13 years old was get out of work, get out of school, and go ride my bike all day. But when I was out in the community, people saw me that I was 10 years older to people, apparently. Because a 13-year-old black boy, they could think a 20-something-year-old man. How Trayvon Martin was, what, 15 when that crazy motherfucker ran down on him?
Which is now having an absolute horrible life, which is great. If you didn't know.
Yep. He should have been got smurdered.
This.
Sorry.
This is old. But yes, same thing.
What you have to go through.
A community rallies around a 9-year-old boy falsely accused of sexual assault.
She does not belong in this neighborhood.
Residents United taking aim at the woman the internet has dubbed Corner Store Caroline. Teresa Klein gained infamy in the Flatbush community after accusing a child, now identified as only Jeremiah, of sexual assault. A claim debunked by surveillance footage first obtained by Pix11. Community members gathered Monday evening to discuss what happened and what needs to be done.
If you're going to move into our neighborhood, there has to be respect.
They are targeting our children, and we will not have it.
The mother and child at the center of the incident broke their silence first time.
That day, this fear was placed into my children's hearts. Having to explain to your 9-year-old son what assault means.
This 9?
What assault means.
God is trusting us. God is trusting us on everything. Treat people different. Treat people the same way you want to be treated.
While many have called for Klein's arrest, Brooklyn Borough President Eric Adams confirms that authorities are looking into the matter.
The DA is currently investigating.
I'm good with Eric Adams. Okay,
I don't think nothing happened to her.
Of course not.
I would have put hands, feet, all over that woman, accusing my child of that. I would have had a charge, and she would have had a reason to call the police.
9 years old.
And I'm saying it on the internet. 9 years old, you do that to my 9-year-old, I'm beating your face in. And you're going to look like the woman who got her ripped off by the monkey in Stamford, Connecticut when I'm done with you. Because you have literally ruined my child. So I'm going to ruin the rest of your life. How dare you? And if people don't agree with that mindset, you don't have children, or you scared white people. Scared, because that's how you talk, because you're ignorant, and the plantation is calling y'all ass.
I don't know. Yeah, that just,
that's
another scenario.
Logan's 10, bro.
I know, bro.
Imagine a chick said that about your son. What would you do, Steve?
Yo, I would be absolutely livid, especially if it's proven and on camera. Yes, I would be pissed, but these
Just
people get away with
bro.
a lot,
We
man.
Dress up all black. I got you.
I found myself dating. I'm 15. Why is my boyfriend 20?
Why was my boyfriend 30?
Girl!
You know what I'm saying?
She was dating Fez.
I'm not smiling at that, but that is real. We was trying to find outlets. So outlets,
and also
just a way to process. And nobody our age,
could understand. Nobody our age could understand. But then you look back in hindsight, when I turned 30, I was like, that's not okay.
girl, the moment when you realize and you get the age that a lot of people that were around you and doing stuff, so it's almost a mental break that can happen because you realize you were taking advantage of. Oh, I was being.
Stop it, please. Just stop. Please stop.
Was very difficult for me
Please
when I because at 15, I'm thinking
Please
like,
stop it. Please stop it. I don't want to hear nothing else they have to say. Please stop it. Where the fuck was your family? Where was your mama? Where was your daddy? Where was your uncles? Where was your brothers? Where was your cousins? I don't want to hear no more.
Justin.
Cut the bullshit.
JT.
Cut the bullshit.
No one
Where
can
was your
tell them
goddamn
anything.
family? Where was your family?
Nobody can tell them nothing. They said it. Nobody could tell their ass nothing, but they were groomed.
You wasn't groomed.
They
If
took
people was
outlet.
warning
They
you
said that
about the situation, you wasn't groomed.
you couldn't tell them nothing. They were in those puffer jackets and them K-Swiss in them damn cars.
Bro.
And now they sassy asses up there talking together, trying to do some we shall overcome story.
Demi Lovato used to be on my hit list. Then I found out she did heroin. She automatically lost her privilege to the East Coast legend. Don't fuck heroin addicts.
But she's back now. She's fine. You see her? She's drinking water and it's looking great.
I'm good.
Yeah, I don't really know.
That's
what
how
to say
you
about
catch
that.
something.
But see, this is
With them heroin chicks.
but JC, see, this is a good thing you're bringing that up, is because a lot of times people try to course correct themselves, and we look at the Carfax.
Yeah,
you want to change your
frame
past.
damage.
Here's my
frame
topic.
damage. You shouldn't have been resold on the market.
Here's my topic. Two things. I'm gonna put it 2 in 1.
Salvage title ass.
So, I watched a video the other day with a dude just talking, right? And he was like, "Yeah, you out here." But I talked to him about this a second ago. You out here loving and caring so much about this person, and you want to go out of your way to do whatever it is that you're gonna do because you love her so much. But there's a dude out here that has her archived in his phone, videos of her taking back shots and getting monkey, getting monkey destroyed, just off the strength of just wanting to be like, you know what? And he's gonna watch that joint, and you're thinking to yourself, this is the person that I love and care about, but he has an archived. And yeah, ultimately, people live lives, man. You have lives, but just the mere thought process of that happening for a man can be weak to his ego, right?
What's ego got to do with that? When you see honey,
hold on now,
you see honey spread on your girl's booty, and it wasn't you, in the honeycomb, and you weren't in the honeycomb, brother.
A lot of people can't get past it. Trust and believe.
Cream,
a lot of people can't get past
cream
it.
all on the booty cheeks.
Oh my
face
God!
all coming to you like, what the hell?
That's crazy. And it's in the archives. It's in the archives. But we was just talking about that the other day. Anyway, so I'm listening to this 30 for 30 podcast about that happened at University of Miami, 2 football players, right? So supposedly one of them on the team, the other one, the one that was he was projected to go in the second round in the NFL. The other one was a player, but not going to go anywhere outside of where he was at. After listening to these last 5 episodes, 30 for 30 podcast, which is solid, it's called Murder at the U, Fire Joint, is that it all happened because the dude that the other player was with his girl before he was. All right, so I'm going to say I'm not going to say their name. I'm just going to say players. The one player, the one that was with the girl currently, they got into a physical altercation and he beat up the other guy. You had a D lineman versus a cornerback. All right, so the size discrepancy is completely different. Ultimately, he ended up being because of it. And, after listening to the podcast, it came down to the fact that this other dude was with, his lady first type of thing, like that type of ego got him. How is it that
he was on that rage?
People have that level of possession over another person and feel as if they can't coincide with the person that's been with the person that they're with?
I'm going to tell you this. Go ahead.
She might move on to ball players and the rappers, but I hit it first. Remember, I hit it first. Yeah, he was on that shit, Steve. He was on that type of time. Shout out to Ray J.
Okay.
Unsung hero of the world.
He is. Yep. Yep. He
Yeah.
is. He's a straight up hero. Could have had a Bobby Brown career. We don't want to talk about it. Anyway, listen.
Oh, he couldn't.
He had a run, dog.
He had a little run.
He got a line and Fab was like,
the problem was the problem was
my face.
If he would have listened to
My
Pharrell,
face, Nick.
if he would have listened to Pharrell and the Neptunes, we would be talking about Ray J a whole lot different right now because he was with him before
What they told him to do.
He wasn't listening. Ray J, listening, and Pharrell went over and over there. Anyway,
get back to topic.
Sorry.
I'm
just saying, the was having I hit it first moment.
Honestly, Steve, let me tell you something, man. And people gotta understand, you can't be sleeping with everybody. And this is what I'm trying to tell you this. You can't be sleeping with everybody. Ladies, we try to tell you, protect your kitty cats. Listen, look, soul ties is real.
100%.
And you don't know what attachment you can give and vice versa to a person. You have to be careful of what they will do when they're getting clapped up from the back or sideways and all this different stuff you were doing. We were just talking about D'Angelo and what's her name?
Angie Stone.
Yeah, and even though that was an older person, but we're just saying in general, you cannot sleep with everybody and anybody. You have to be a lot more selective. And I know that's hard because of the social media era and this liberation and all this movement and modern day stuff. Listen, there's so much AIDS going around in ATL and Houston and all this stuff. And
all those big cities.
You ever heard of that? The STI mitochondria? Shit can stay in your system for years. You don't even realize you sick.
And y'all don't believe in no condoms. You don't believe in that? Oh, you don't believe in that? I say condoms. It's like bringing a vampire to sunlight.
Remember the Raw movement back in the 2010s? The Raw movement.
Yeah, listen, it's a Raw movement now. Nasty asses, like bringing a damn vampire to sunlight. Yeah, like man, y'all need to stop sleeping with everybody. It's not a game. Ties is real.
I had a strict rule coming up. If my homeboy, like somebody I was like cool with, like dated a girl, I never even thought about talking to her.
I thought that was everybody should be like that.
That's not, bro. You remember how high school was. Stop it.
I thought we
I'm
weren't
dating this dude. I'm dating that dude.
It's high school though.
I'm just saying.
You find
I had
your
that
people.
rule since then.
My point is, I thought we were always like that.
Me too. Some people.
Maybe it
some
wasn't.
people not
Maybe
like
it
that.
wasn't. Maybe okay.
Some people not like that.
You know what? You right. You right, Justin.
Some
I
people
just
not
thought of
like
something.
that. You think you cool? There was a lot of dudes who you thought you was cool. We got stories, so many stories about dudes who thought they was cool with somebody, and you find out the dude is sleeping with homeboy's girlfriend on the side.
Yo, there's just too many It's too many.
There's too many women out here.
Way
to sleep
too
with
many.
The same girl.
And this before social media like that.
And that's what I was saying. Like after listening to the podcast, I was saying to myself, yo, you're a star D tackle projected to go in the second round. You're in Miami. Fam, you couldn't find anyone else.
Everybody go to spring break. Black spring break, I think, is in Miami.
I feel bad
They're
that
in
he
Virginia
was taken.
Beach.
I feel bad that it was taken, but apparently he was a little bit of a bully too. So you beat somebody up and you with his lady. I'm sure he was popping off crazy. You know what I mean? And the other dude probably felt like he couldn't beat him. So what happens when you feel like you can't beat him?
You got to be very careful how you treat people and talk to people too.
It's true.
Yeah.
Everybody ain't mentally stable out here.
You know, and I feel bad for him.
That's why
Man.
I'll
I
argue
feel
with
bad
strangers.
There's actually a picture online. There's a picture online where after a football game, it's almost like a blanket with my man's face on it. They're all taking a knee, and my man that supposedly, because he's still on trial, committed the is in that picture looking down at the image of the guy that he as they're all taking a knee.
And they didn't know he had done it yet, right?
He was because he didn't go to the meeting. He didn't go to like the mandatory meeting. So he was after he was like they were gonna, say something about the mandatory meeting. He was the only player that didn't show up. That's what made him, a
Go look for
suspect
him.
for real. Yeah, but he ended up getting back on the team, and he played in that game, and he was there. He seen it.
Shit is sad out here, man.
Extremely,
don't die for pussy, guys.
Never.
Don't kill your friend for no pussy, guys.
I mean, even if he ain't your friend, man, like the moral of the story, you don't got to smash the same. You just there's victory in being Eskimo brothers, but is there really?
Yes.
And ladies,
I mean, unless you plan it that way,
exactly.
That's completely different.
And ladies,
you go on a 2-man, it's one girl, she want both of y'all, take turns on her. Like back in the day,
that was crazy
not
too.
today.
And ladies, please. Ladies, please, we're going to put a little responsibility on you. I know that's hard. I know that's hard for you. I know that's hard. I know.
How dare you?
Ladies.
How dare you?
Please.
Talk to the queens this way.
I'm just telling. I'm just trying to give them a little accountability. Ladies, please.
It is over, fellas. We're in March.
Try to just
get back
close
March.
Close the legs and go off to different places and meet people. Don't go around different same circles with guys. It's not going to work out well.
Fellas, see the thing is, this the fellas too. You see the same chicks everywhere you go.
Over and over again. Yes, it does not make sense.
Come on, don't be trying to wife them
Don't
up.
recycle. Don't recycle.
Yo, what's my man Tyler Hero? Put the baby in the chick that, what's my man's name? Oh God. He used to play for the Wizards.
I don't know.
They ship him off to?
They're all but nobodies. I'm
Played
sorry.
in LA. God damn. Oh man.
Who? It's a bunch of these.
Kaminga. Yes.
Kaminga and Tyler Hero got the same baby mama?
Nah, Kaminga was smashing, and Tyler Hero ended up putting a baby in it.
And these girls,
Kaminga played for Washington, right?
Kaminga's on Atlanta now.
But he did play for Washington.
No, he played for Golden State.
Golden State. Maybe you're thinking Jordan Poole?
Nope. No. Okay. Nah. You know what? The names are wrong. I'm sorry, Kaminga, but the names are wrong.
Kaminga's like, yo, I don't got nothing to do with this. I was on the bench at Golden State.
Be in the comments.
But they all smashed the same chicks. Look at what happened to
Golden State messed up.
James Harden. Look at what happened to James Harden. James Harden had a whole chick that he was messing with, and one of his teammates was at the party that he was at, and he ended up taking the chick, marrying her, and having kids with her.
Yeah,
and my man with we got an afro, light skin cat.
You know that Kyle, what's the name? Philly. I know what he's talking about.
Yeah, Oubre snatched her up.
Listen, you got to understand.
Oubre took his girl?
Then they're escorts, fellas. They're escorts. Listen.
Kind of.
They're escorts.
Kind of.
These are not ladies. We got to start differentiating ladies, because I think even ladies are starting to get confused too. Because they're like, these women get all these different things from these guys. They're escorts, ma'am. You want to be an escort? Fine. You can't be a part-time escort. You have to choose. No, you can't be a part-time hooker. You have to choose. Don't look at what the glorified hookers are doing. They know what they're doing. You have to choose. If you want to live that life and be a lady of the night and go to Miami and get pimped out by the other women of the night, and they start running you through the rich dudes, be that so they can start paying for all your stuff. You sell your kitty cat full time. You can't pick both work. You want $50,000 a month?
I heard about that.
That's crazy.
Bow Wow said he got it for free. He said, don't listen to her. See, this is my point. Bow Wow ain't lying. And see, this is the thing.
He don't have no reason to lie.
He don't got no reason to lie. Let me tell y'all something.
At all.
And this is the thing, ladies, you got to understand. I understand. I don't want to do this. You know what? No.
So we end it?
I'm not doing it. No, I'm not in it. I'm not going to end it. I'm just going to end that. I'm in that. I'm in that. Nope. I'm going to say rules of engagement, fellas. Rules of engagement with women now. What do you think the rules of engagement are, since now a lot of ladies don't want to be approached in certain things? Or how do you deal with rules of engagement even if you're with the person now? Do you let the ladies make the engagement and you just fall back?
I don't know.
You don't know what they want anymore. Or
you know what? It's the way
I'm
it
also
sounds.
not out here engaging.
Touche.
That's
the
a big
way
part
it
of
sounds.
It. So I have no clue.
Is that
I'm in the rafters.
It's a hard time conversing with
see
somebody
Sting.
now because of what happened in 2020. It almost like
I'm at the Jersey.
I know. I'm gonna put Sting.
Looking down at everybody else in the game, lost. Come down to bat, hit something a couple of times, go back up to the racket.
All black suit, the mask on.
Sting is crazy.
Men in
That's gonna be
2026. Rules of engagement.
Yeah, dog.
Watch
It's
from a
just tough,
distance.
man. It's hard to approach a person when they just don't want to be in they don't want you in their fucking atmosphere, their environment.
don't want
2020
no gym.
shifted shit backwards.
They don't want you talking to them in gym. They don't want you talking to them anyway. They don't want you to this.
The gym.
And then they say, and then
I
at the
can't
same
with the
time, I
gym.
just saw something today where then the women were talking about, we're going to be celibate now, ladies. And now men are in a loneliness epidemic. Then today I see,
No, we're not.
no, we're not. But
No, they're not.
then they want to
That's not
go
what I've
to
heard.
singles mixers and no men are coming and they're mad at the
No
men
men show up. They
not
don't.
showing up at the singles mixers. What are the rules of engagement? We're tired.
I don't know.
We're tired.
Yeah, you know what? And
I think dudes are tired.
they are. I mean, you can only handle but so much rejection, right? There's a small population of men that are populating the world. You know what I'm saying? The ones that are messing with all the women, putting the babies in them, whether you're going to be a deadbeat ass dude or you're going to have a lot of money, right? They're the ones that's populating the world. So it goes down to even insects, brother. If you have, a bigger horn than another fucking beetle that doesn't have the horn that you do, the women goes towards the horn. It's always going to be, what is, they do them weird ass dances and shit. It's always shit you got to do in order to appease
yes.
the whoever it's going to be, like whatever woman this is going to be. So you just have to, if you're going to try and still procreate and, smash women, you're just going to have to evolve with them.
Hold on, but
Whatever
they
way
don't like
wanna be spoken
evolving.
to, you're going to have to
They
do it.
don't like the evolution of men. They want men to still be traditional men and then let them be
But
modern.
they get to do
But
what
you
they
asking
want.
for $50,000 a month?
They want simps, man. They want you to.
They do.
You can't win, Steve.
Put that Keith Sweat on.
No, I told you who the dude
right, so
is.
on that
It was
note,
Gerald
thank you
Levert.
guys
Gerald
for-
Levert was the real R&B simp. That dude
It wasn't. Gerald Levert was getting heartbroken.
Gerald Levert was the sweaty, big teddy bear
Gerald Levert was
with
getting
the S curl.
heartbroken.
He was singing, "No, no, 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 baby, please."
Baby, hold on to me. Come on.
He was the
See,
bigger
I'm a
simp than Keith.
special kind.
He
had
just
the
sounded
shit.
better.
Stop, don't
He
hate on
sounded
this man.
better.
Don't hate on that.
What
man.
did I tell
He
you?
sounded
It was
better.
about the
Baby,
approach.
hold
If he
on
could
to me.
sing, he could sing.
Hold
Not saying
on.
that Keith Sweat can't sing. By the
Hard.
way,
Hard
T1E
track.
said that Keith Sweat is a DJ out in the area that he lives in Georgia. And he said he got a smooth set where he just sit there and talk over the mic while he's DJing. And Tone was like, yo, it's crazy.
Yeah, baby.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. He said he had a dope joint. But gotta call it a wrap,
Yeah, let's
man.
go.
Your boy
We
gotta
out.
pass out,
We
man.
out.
That being
Yeah,
said,
I gotta go
thank
deal
you
with
guys so much
irrational people with stupid timelines tomorrow.
for tuning in to another dope episode of Everybody Has a Mic. Shouts out to episode 22. It's your boy Stevie B. Happy to be here as always. Please like, subscribe, follow, comment.
Engage in the comments.
Engage in the
DM.
comments,
And not the
man. Even if you're gonna
DMs.
talk reckless. Not
Don't
the
go to
DMs.
the DMs.
And not the DMs,
man.
grown
Not
ass
the
men.
DMs.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that sounds crazy. We got my mans in them.
exactly.
Mo, M-O-N-E-Y, Mr. Motivate You. We got the East Coast legend, ECL, Freak Nasty, and your boy Stevie B. Always happy to be here. Please be safe until the next time and tune in next time as well. Holla at us.
Peace out.
Peace.
Yeah.
Yeah.